Hello, my name is Jim Melvin. I'm chaplain for Corporate Contractors Inc. As Corporate Chaplain, I provide spiritual guidance and pastoral care and services for CCI associates and their families, and would like to share some insights with you that I've gained through my work here. Our assumption in establishing a chaplaincy program at CCI is that all of us have spiritual needs that must be met, whether or not we're part of a particular religious tradition or faith community. Due to the impact of the coronavirus pandemic on our lives, the need for spiritual support and care has never been more urgent. We've all experienced losses due to the pandemic. Some of us have lost jobs and faced economic hardships. Many older Americans who thought their retirements were secure suddenly face economic uncertainty. We've all lost our freedom of movement to some extent and the ability to associate freely with friends and family. High school and college seniors have been robbed of hard-earned graduation ceremonies. And tragically, many of us have lost family and friends to this ruthless and unseen killer. Adding insult to injury, we're unable to gather to mourn their passing. In the course of a few months, we've been robbed of the future we'd envisioned for ourselves. As safer at home policies and social distancing guidelines have been extended from weeks to months to an uncertain future, I've kept in touch with our associates through regular phone conversations just to check in. I found that they want and they need to talk. Even though they are a part of an essential industry, construction, they're facing the same fears and anxieties as those who have lost their jobs. There's no place to hide. I've noticed that our associates and their family members are exhibiting the stages of grief described by Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, which she discovered in her work with the dying. Those stages are denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. Denial expresses itself as a sense of unreality. I heard someone say recently, "I walk through the deserted streets and I feel like I'm in a movie. This can't be real." Or denial can take the form of just not believing that things are as serious as the media or the government would have us believe. There's plenty of anger out there. Some are angry at the government for shutting down the economy. Others are angry at the people who don't take social distancing seriously enough, putting them and their families at risk. More and more, that anger is being directed in the home towards spouses and children. Then there's bargaining. If only they would let us get back to work, we'll do a better job of controlling the spread of the disease through our behavior. The religious may bargain with God. "God, if you will help us through this, we'll be more faithful in the future." Some are now sinking into depression. Things are never going to get any better, so why should I try? One of the most popular memes of the day is the disheveled man or woman walking around the house, iPhone in hand, not bothering to get dressed during the day, starting the cocktail hour at 10 a.m., but not really finding pleasure in anything. When you reach this point, suicide may become an option. Fortunately, it seems that some are already moving to acceptance. That's the, "okay, this is the way it's going to be" attitude, or "I don't like it, but let's get on with life in our new reality. Let's get through this and move on." Most of us will eventually get there. Although these stages are not experienced by everyone in the same order, or some not at all, they can help us to understand what we go through when we're experiencing important losses. The bottom line is that we must grieve our losses, and we have a right to grieve our losses. As business owners and managers, we face a new and unexpected task: to help our people grieve. The important role that we must play in their spiritual lives is one that most of us never envision, a role that we feel ill-prepared to fill. Spiritual caregiving extends well beyond traditional company EAPs and wellness programs. Honoring and facilitating the grieving process is vital if we expect to emerge from this crisis in anything that looks like a healthy condition and once again can envision a bright future. The corporate chaplain is uniquely positioned to travel with associates through their grief journey. Occupying a position distinct from the corporate structure and bound by confidentiality, the chaplain can forge trusting relationships and provide a non-anxious, non-judging, caring presence in their people's lives. Chaplaincy is all about relationships, developed through personal communication, social media, praying for and with people, performing baptisms, weddings, and funerals, leading Bible studies, and even delivering sermons, in my case through podcasts on my Faith at Work website. But most importantly, the chaplain is available to listen. One of the lessons that I've learned as chaplain is humility. There is much that's beyond our control. That I leave to God. My concern and my work have to do with what we can control. I can encourage faith. I can share the hope that I receive through my personal faith. I will continue to find ways to give our associates and their families permission to grieve their losses and join them in their journeys. We're all in this together. Sharing our grief, we will share in our healing. Thank you for your time. CCI cares. Be well. Stay safe.